always said that Emmerson Mnangagwa is one of the individuals in ZANU-PF during the era of Robert Gabriel Mugabe, who was behind all evil and nefarious agenda that was carried out by Robert Gabriel Mugabe. And the intention in the mind of Emmerson Mnangagwa, he wants to create what we call a one-party state in Zimbabwe, where ZANU-PF gets to rule Zimbabwe, typically of what is happening in countries like China as well as Russia. This is the kind of the political system that Emmerson Mnangagwa wants to introduce in Zimbabwe, but the people of Zimbabwe still continues to fight. Today, as we speak, according to Professor Madhuku, about 50 members of the Zimbabwe Republic Police were deployed by the regime to attempt to block the meeting of the NCA party, which was scheduled to take place at the NCA head office. But the NCA was smart enough. They changed their venue and the meeting managed to continue as actually planned. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So the unelectable government of Emmerson Mnangagwa, as we are speaking today, deployed over 50 police officers. In fact, let me read the short statement that has been posted by Professor Madhuku on his X account. He says, today the regime deployed over 50 police officers at the NCA head office to block the holding of a leadership meeting, but it failed in its tracks. The NCA meeting proceeded at a venue unknown to the oppressors. We recommitted ourselves to stopping the Constitutional Amendment Act 3 agenda. We will win. That is the statement that has been posted a few hours ago by Professor Madhuku, indicating that they will win in spite of the fear that is instilled by definitely losing Emmerson Mnangagwa. I must actually say it bluntly that he is a loser. He lost 2 elections. The people of Zimbabwe rejected him. He's trying to fight against the people of Zimbabwe through this illegal Constitutional Amendment Act number 3. But guess what? The people will continue to fight. Now, just imagine. So under Mnangagwa, he doesn't want even political parties to hold private meetings. This is what is. I mean, how could the police send, officers of the law to a private meeting? And a private meeting, by the way, is not even supposed to be cleared. NCA, as one of the opposition political parties in Zimbabwe, they are entitled to hold political meetings at any venue preferred by them. Now, because Professor Madhuku has showed his resentment on the illegal Constitutional Amendment Act number 3, which was signed into law recently by Emmerson Mnangagwa, as I have indicated, the retired military generals met and they decided that it's time to fight. That's a red line. It requires the people of Zimbabwe to stand up and actually defend themselves from the authoritarian and dynasty of Emmerson Mnangagwa, which is in the making as we are speaking at the moment. if he is not stopped, this man can actually move at every length to dismantle the power of the people. He has done so by taking away numerous rights of the citizens of Zimbabwe, the right for the citizens of Zimbabwe to vote for their preferred president was just taken in front of them, in their faces. Now he doesn't want political parties to meet. What is wrong with Professor Madhuku conducting a private meeting in his own offices? There is absolutely nothing wrong. But because Mnangagwa rules by fear, you can only rule by fear if yourself also you are full of fear. He is full of fear, yes. With the lethal power of the state, he still fears the people. It's just that the people of Zimbabwe don't understand and know the power that they have, especially if they decide. If the people of Zimbabwe protest from now on a daily basis, I can tell you Zwikanandas will suffocate. Emerson Tambudzo Mnangagwa will suffocate. It means the stealing that is going on a daily basis will have to be stopped. So they understand that political leaders such as Professor Madhuku, they are mobilizing their party members to defend the constitution. That is why they don't want any meeting. Remember, the retired generals have said this is the time for the people of Zimbabwe, progressive people of Zimbabwe, to begin the mobilization process. And Emerson Tambudzo Mnangagwa, as a coward who fears the people of Zimbabwe, he is exactly acting in such a manner, deploying, this is wasteful resources, deploying about 50 police officers to just, dismantle the meeting. That never actually took place on the venue that they thought it would take place. In fact, you know, as you continue to oppress people, people end up devising methods of actually beating you at your own game. This is what the political party of Professor Madhuku did. They realized that when these fools, we show them that you are going to meet there, you tell them that you are going to meet at the headquarters of NCA, but instead you just decide to change the venue and let them use and spend recklessly the state resources and spend the whole day hoping that a meeting will take place at the NCA offices. Whilst the meeting is taking place, not disturbed at a certain venue somewhere else. And when you are done, you just post a tweet and say, hey, these fools, they went to our offices because they had picked the intelligence that we were going to meet at our offices. They deployed their arsenal in our offices. 50 police officers. They were supposed to be dealing with crime. They were supposed to be tackling Zwikanandas who are selling drugs in the streets of Zimbabwe. But just imagine, they spent the whole day waiting for a meeting that never took place at that particular venue. But due to the creative nature of the politicians, under the current circumstances, you have to play the political game of the current regime. You have to actually beat them at their own game. Thumbs up to the NCA political party led by Professor Madhuku. That is what I was already saying, that you see these people, even when they are looking forward to persecute the people on the 31st, before the 31st, the people of Zimbabwe arise and protest. You know, beat them at their, whilst they are still relaxed, they think that they are still celebrating. That's why you see they are cautious. They are cautious to celebrate because they know Zimbabweans are angry and anything is actually possible from any. Zimbabwe is ripe for a serious civil war that Mnangagwa has never witnessed. You know, this is a person where you have to fight fear at all costs to make sure that you get rid of him. He doesn't understand, unfortunately, any language, none other than protest, peaceful protest, but protest that really are earmarked at creating the needed and the envisaged change from the people of Zimbabwe. The protest that would not stop until victory. This is what exactly the dynasty of Emmerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, which is in the making, requires Zimbabweans to do. So thumbs up to NCA party, because their meeting went ahead. Whatever they intended to achieve today, Emmerson Tambutso Mnangagwa was countered. This is smart politics. That is how our politicians should act. When they think they can get you at a certain point, you actually show them that you are smart. Pick that intelligence fast and actually beat them at their own game. This is what leaders such as Joshua Mkabu used to do. That's why sometimes he had to escape through borders, even Moken Tswangrai. That is what they had to do when the situation demands you to be outside the country. You don't wait for the enemy to come and arrest you. Otherwise, you will not achieve your desired end. You play smart and play safe and beat the enemy at his own game. Thumbs up to NCA political party. The resources of the state were wasted for nothing by Emmerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, but ENCA did not waste. NCA rather did not waste its resources, because the meeting proceeded and continued as planned. There was no beatings. They tried. They were looking to beat people somewhere, but people met elsewhere. This is a resolve that is shown by the people of Zimbabweans. This is the fighting spirit that is needed to be mounted by all political parties. We must beat these idiots at their own game. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button, so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Signing out. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet you on the other side of the live broadcast. Definitely.